Hi everyone, it's Don Sanders, and I want to welcome you to today's webinar. And we're going to try and figure out how to make 50% on every order. That should be your goal. A lot of distributors never make 50% on an order, but if you're going to be successful, sometimes you've got to even make more than 50% profit. So I'm going to try and tell you how I've been able to do that. But the first thing I would like to do is everyone look at all the great supplier logos on the screen. These are all suppliers that I have known forever and always do a good job, and I would trust them with every order that you place with them. Apogee is a great awards company. Quickie has been in the promo industry since what, 1948. Gempire's been around forever. These are all strong suppliers that I work with on a daily basis and would recommend to you. So with that said, let's try and figure out how to do this. If you get your phone out, that would be great, because throughout the webinar, I've got some absolutely great offers. And Edwards has some really nice samples that they're happy to send you: a sweater, a free woven shirt, a polo, and you don't need to scan those QR codes right now. I'm going to show the screen again later in the webinar, so get your phone out, and when it comes out, all you have to do is scan one of these QR codes. It'll take you right to where you ordered the samples, and Edward will send you a sample of one of these three great products that they have. I recommend them in all of my webinars because they do just an absolutely great job. Now you need to find the right buyers. You see this guy right here, it's never short enough. There are a lot of people that you call on that the price is never cheap enough. It's never right. Show me something else, whatever. These are people that you need to avoid. You will never make money in this industry if you're calling on customers like this guy who cuts his grass shorter every day. You need to find prospects who are willing to pay for what they need. That means they want good service, quality products. They want you to show up with samples when requested and always do the right thing. And a great supplier that I know that always does the right thing is Apogee. John Gauchi is my very good friend. He is the marketing person for Apogee, and if you want a great award company, they will always deliver for you. And there's a great $50 off an order coupon on the screen right now. And maintaining standards of excellence, that's the way you really create big profits. And I've always operated under the premise that I do things a certain way, and I look for customers that also want the same things that I offer. I'll walk away from bad orders, which you should. That means if you're not going to make any money on it, or you think the customer might be slow pay, just tell them to go away. Fire your bad customers, people that abuse you on a daily basis. They want too many samples. They can't make their mind up, etc. A lot of distributors make the mistake for selling for weak suppliers. The suppliers that I'm showing you this webinar, they're strong suppliers like Bensel, Showdown Displays. There's Apogee again. Don't be intimidated by people. Don't let them knock you down and tell you that your product is no good, your price is no good. They start that, just get away from them. And you've got to create an effective brand presence. That means you've got to have a sharp logo, and you've got to have a way to show people how you are able to do a good job for them. And what I'd like for you to do as soon as this webinar is over is fire the bad clients that you have. Don't wait any longer. Don't put up with any more abuse. Those are people that I've mentioned before that slow pay. They shop you around, they complain, they're always late, whatever it is. Don't fool with these people. They're problem accounts that monopolize your time. Take the time spent with them looking for the type of customers that you will be able to make money off of. And right now, Berlecamp has Sturgis products. It's that time of the year again for bikers or motorcycle people to get out. And the biker or the motorcycle market should be huge this summer. Berlecamp has kickstand pad samples for bikes, which hold the bike up straight and make it easy to get the kickstand up when you're ready to ride. Great product. You can get biker product samples from sales at berlecamp.com. They have those, and they also have cycle license plate frames. Now I want to talk about developing market segment, or develop market segment marketing plans. And I'm going to talk to you. There's a little YouTube I've made for a minute, and it'll tell you exactly what I think about this.
Let's talk about selling particular market segments. That means different industries to call on. You do that by planning. What markets do you feel comfortable calling on? Or better, which are the hottest markets going? The purpose. How can you help the customers that you're going to call on? You've got to have specific things that you can do. In other words, services or products that you offer. And if you're only offering products, what are those going to be? What are a couple of items that would be really hot for that market? And then pursuit. How are you going to pursue them? All customers need to be pursued differently. Are you emailing them? Are you texting them? Are you doing personal visits? And finally, patience. Patience should be limited. Many distributors have too much patience. Get after customers in a day or two right after you contact them. This is the way that you call on market segments, and the 5 P's of selling will make that happen. Thank you.
I think that's really important. And the one thing about the patience, be limited on your patience. Many distributors, they just fool with people for too long, and you just got to let people go sometimes. Just tell them that you can't help them, or stop calling them and move on to somebody else. Here's I've got 3 great offers on the screen right now. My friend Greg Blumstein owns Promo Social Post. I'm going to talk about him a little bit. He's a fine distributor just like you, and he helps distributors with their social media. Bensel is a great supplier. They always do what they say, and Sunjoy is where I buy all of my electronic products. One thing about Sunjoy is I know Harrison Few, who owns that supplier. They don't sell you junk electronics. That means their power banks have good batteries, their wireless speakers work. They do a great job, especially when you're looking for electronics. And that's a great $50 off an order coupon that you're seeing right there on their quick ship program. Now, the one way that I get my price up is I have surge pricing. That means the prices change when you place the order. The price that I give you does not stay good for the rest of your life. A lot of customers say, oh, you quoted me last year a price of this, I need to pay that. Then you say, well, they're 10 cents a piece more now. Well, don't let people do that to you. One way I do it is when somebody requests something, like there's an email or a text I've sent back to a customer who wanted golf accessories. So I send them a flyer from Gympire, is where I get my golf items, and tell them that normal delivery is 30 days. But if you need expedited service, it can be secured at an increased cost. That means you don't get the same price if you place the order a long time in the future. And I just say, please let me know if normal shipment time is available. Thank you for being our customer. That's how I use surge pricing to get people to go on and place an order. Harvey Mackler at Gympire is my great friend. He has repair tools, ball markers, hat clip markers, lens cleaners, everything you need for golf. And golf is a hot market right now, and you need to get out and start showing people those products. Remember, surge pricing protects you from people who don't place orders immediately. Now, I secure high profit orders by increasing referrals. Referrals are the greatest way to make money, because people that call you and say, hey, I saw the caps you did for the Nature Society. Can you get me some of those for me? They usually don't even care about what the price is. They just want the job done right. And because I've dealt with their friend where they got the referral, they don't even really care about pricing. I'm not kidding you about that. And I encourage clients to provide me with referrals, because I make them happy. I make a difference for them, and they can show their appreciation to me by giving me referrals. And when you get referrals, if you ever have a problem or you have something that goes wrong, you're not going to get referrals from people if you dodge their problems. What I do, and it makes me so nervous, is once something happens badly, I don't put it off. I get right on it and I deal with it. I provide perfect service and I handle problems at once. It makes me nervous doing that, but dadgum, I feel so much better when I've called them and They said, Don, you know, whatever. And I'll say, well, I wrote the order up wrong, or the supplier did this. I don't make excuses. I just fix it and I deal with it. And that's the way that you can increase your referrals. Now, I have a referral gift program that I use for people, or I send high quality usable gifts to people, my customers, on a monthly basis to get them to give me referrals. Or I send these products for someone who, as a thank you gift, who's given me a referral. Quality gifts make you remembered by clients. I help American Made Cutlery with their marketing. They're American made out of Iowa. These are great gifts. They have a great knife. They have an ice cream scoop. They've got a 3-piece cutlery kit. These are great sample offers you can get from American Made Cutlery. You send them their shipper number and like $7 for one of these, $8 for another. It's D. Keelman at AmericanMadeCutlery.com. If you email him and say, hey, I'd like to have an ice cream scoop, I'd like to have this or that, they will come right back at you and confirm the shipment, and then you will be getting the sample. I can't press on you enough how much quality gifts will increase referrals. There's another touch program that I've noticed that Bensel has. Bensel has a top 50 program. What you do is you send your top 50 clients, if you've got 50 clients that you want to deal with, and an Excel spreadsheet and your logo, and Bensel, this is not free, they charge you for this, so don't be emailing Carla Madlock, cmadlock@bensel.com, said Don said you do this for free. They don't, but they will do a custom program with like a smash light, a calendar, a bright light, a power bank. They do custom packaging, they do the mailing, they do the creation, they do everything for you. And I guarantee you, if you sent a gift like this monthly to your customers, you would get a lot of referrals. cmadlock@bensel.com if you want to have information on how this works. Great program. They're going to charge you for it, so don't be expecting it for free. Nothing good is free, but Bensel does a great, great job. Now we're going to talk about selling recognition as a high profit repeat order industry. My friend John Gotchi, he is so funny, but he is such a good person. He's going to talk to you right now about awards.
Hello, Don. Hello, everybody. Thanks for everything. We're going to talk a little bit about recognition throughout this day. But let's first start with some awards are big and some awards are small. The reality is only 7 out of 100 distributors feel confident selling recognition. I'm here to say, if you know the difference between a plaque and a desk award, you're an expert. Let Apogee create something. There is never a setup charge at Apogee. Everything is custom, and the minimum order is always 1. Get out there and sell recognition. Back to you, Don.
John is really good at what he does. He is so entertaining, but he really, really knows his stuff. There's his business card on the screen, john.g@creativeawards.net. If you'll send him an email, he'll send you some videos. He'll do specs for you. He will do virtuals for you. And there's another great $50 off your first order showing on the screen right now. Selling awards, like 7% of distributors know how to sell them. Well, that means that 93% don't. That would mean that that would be something that I would be offering. Now, you need to sell events and special markets. Summer's coming up now, and Quickie has all kinds of cool travel products. They have key tags, which are shaped like vehicles. They have luggage tags that are neon colored. They have ones that are window name tags. They don't break, they're flexible, they're easy to put on luggage. And Quickie is also the originator of the original Quick-Coin, 1948, I believe. Those little coin purses that people used to use a long time ago. They've made a comeback. They're great to keep small things in. When I travel, I put my prescriptions in them. Quickie doesn't recommend you do that, but I do it so they'll fit right in there in the little Quick-Coin. I can open it up. Like if I have to take my medication, like my blood pressure medication, I will take a little water pill. This is more information you want to know, but I can keep that in and that, and you're supposed to take that when you eat. So this is a great little product. And Quickie has a great self-promo item. Memorial Day is coming up. You could be selling American flag key tags. If you'd like to have samples of any of these, it's info@quickie.com. This is an all-American made company that doesn't make excuses. They've won all kinds of awards, and Quickie is a top line supplier. Now, I talk about water in every one of these webinars because water bothers me, because there's so much dishonesty in the bottled water business. You can make more money and you can protect yourself from cheap sellers by knowing the differences in water. And water sold by many suppliers was previously sewer water. People don't understand that, but water which is purified by reverse osmosis and oxygenated for taste and purity, as you're seeing on the Grand Bank label, that means that sewer water, that bottler bought that water from a municipal water source, and then they filtered it and cleaned it, but it doesn't taste like actual spring water does. And check out this little video from Alexa Springs. They are the best water company that I've ever seen in the industry. And you can get spring water samples from Brian at alexasprings.com. And one of the selling points with Alexa Springs is, look at that label. It says natural spring water on it, no reverse osmosis. Point this out to customers that you're selling them water that has never been in a toilet. I know that sounds gross, but it is the truth. And Brita Filters brought this up in the 80s about using water filters for water. And they're the first ones who came up with selling better quality water, or taking water and making it taste better. Brian at alexasprings.com for samples. Now, a lot of distributors ask me, well, Don, tell me about a pallet order. Well, I decided I would show you what a pallet looks like. There it is, loaded up. That's one pallet with 24 bottles per case. The case count is all accurate on the pallet. There's the pricing for Alexa Springs. They have 7 shipping locations. They have springs in Oregon, and their biggest spring is in Mount Ida, Arkansas. There are more churches in Mount Ida than there are people now, but the best tasting water that I have ever had in my life comes from Mount Ida, Arkansas. So Alexa Springs will always treat you correctly. They have all the different bottle shapes that you would need. Brian at alexasprings.com. Shoot him an email. He'll send you some samples or tell you what you need to know about getting more bottled water orders. Now, the way you're going to make high profits, 50% on orders, is avoiding suppliers who outsource customer service. These huge mega suppliers, you know who they are? I'm not going to mention them. Their customer service people are in the Philippines or overseas. And what happens is they don't know products well. I recommend American-made suppliers, family-run medium suppliers like ID Line, Quickie, Trainter. Their customer service reps have worked for them forever. They know their products. They are based in the town where that supplier is. Brooklyn Park, Minnesota for ID Line, Quickies in Akron, Trainer in Syracuse, Indiana. You will do better and make higher profits by selling for family US-based service rep companies. And ID Line, which is Hall's Line, I mentioned them. There are therefore customer service people that have worked for them for a very long time. There are no mega suppliers in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. And one of the problems that mega suppliers have with their customer service is they don't train people. The people don't really know the industry. but the folks at Halls, they know the industry, they know what they're talking about, and their customer services are trained. You'll get better service than using from these type of suppliers than from mega suppliers. And ID Line, there's Lindsay Bonds, who I work with as a marketing director. I want you to know these suppliers because these people can help you in a pinch where a mega supplier cannot. ID Line does badges, coasters, mouse pads. They have leatherette products now. They do buttons. If you haven't been selling buttons, buttons are an old product that if you show customers, they're going to like them. L Bonds at idline.com if you'd like to have samples of these. She will also send you a complete ID Line sample kit if you'll just send her an email. Now, people that don't know about artwork, they are they're handicapped, I would say, when it comes to being able to sell properly. Vector or raster, do you know what the difference is? A lot of distributors do not, but Showdown, who I work with, is the best display supplier in the industry. They have a whole section on their site about proper artwork and how to create it and what to do with it. Vector or raster. Vector is artwork that can be expanded to any size. Raster artwork has to be one size and cannot be decreased or decreased or increased in size. It's just like you're seeing there on the screen. When you try and make raster art bigger or smaller, it fades out. Vector art can be sized, raster cannot. You need to know these little hints to be able to, when your customer says, well, I want it printed with this, you can say, can you give me vector art? Because if there needs to be sizing, it's easier to size. info@showdowndisplays.com for more art information or to get their flyers. Now, the best self-promotion I've ever used is from Cloth Promotions. I talk about this frequently. My lens cleaning cloths, which you're seeing on the right top of the screen, they fold up into the pouch. You can see them folded up in the bottom. You can see them unfolded at the top. I use my shoes. A lot of people know me for my custom shoes that I wear at shows. They're my marketing brand. I've also used Cloth Promotions to send out holiday greeting. Send those out the 1st of December as a happy holidays, Merry Christmas to my customers. There's one at the bottom that I've used that shows pictures of me with Santa. Cloth Promotions has a great self-promo order offer. There it is on the screen. And they have a new anti-fog cloth, which you use to clean your glasses to keep them from fogging up. A lot of people are still wearing masks, especially people like in hospital settings, dental settings. They need anti-fog cloths. If you'd like a sample of an anti-fog cloth, tyler.r@clothpromotions.com. He can also help you with Cloth Promotions self-promotions orders. Now, I always try and be the first person to show new products when they come out. This is one from Snuggs. This is the world's first adjustable drink holder. Lacey Leatherman, who is the founder of this, or started this company, went to a concert and she didn't have a can holder, so she had a cold, sweaty cup, and she thought, you know what? What if I had a can holder that would adjust to the size of any type beverage holder, a bottle, a party cup, slim cups, slim cans. This will hold any type of cold beverage you want. I want a sample of this product. Samples room at snugsusa.com. Snuggs has this problem. Snuggs is another great supplier I work with. Showing products like this will get you ahead of the game and get you higher profits. And here's another one that I've just come up. Crocs are back. I never wore these things except when I was gardening, but a lot of people wear these shoes all the time. They just reported, I guess 2 months ago, their revenue is up. Crocs have come back. So Burlingame has shoe charms for Crocs. They will pin into Crocs in the holes in the front of those shoes. This is a big thing for people in their 20s or teenagers, but even for adults, it's a great new product. Sales at burlingame.com for samples, and there is a free coupon or a $25 off an order coupon from Burlingame on the screen. Email Burlingame, sales at burlingame.com. They'd be happy to send you the flyer on this product and samples. Always be selling stuff that is out there that is brand new. I have always sold a lot of customer loyalty programs. Pickleball is a big thing now. I'm telling you, it is an exploding sports market. And if you want to use programs, take pickleball, for example. Use it as a customer retention program. If you maintain customer loyalty and help your clients get their customers, they're going to let you make more money off of them. A tennis club that was expanding that put in pickleball courts, previously they didn't have them. They had a program to where the first time you went to play pickleball, you got a free Southern Plus gift. That could be one of their great drinkware products, could be a cooler, it could be a special pickleball carry bag. They have several products that you could pick out if you were the first person to come and pay pickleball. You can get these samples from order entry at southernplus.com. Selling customer retention makes your customers money. They'll let you make 50% off of them if you show them how they can make more money or expand their brand. Ad Capital is a great American-made cloth manufacturing in North Carolina. They have been in business forever. They do pickleball sweatbands. I want you to watch this little video and it'll explain
Try the pickle band.
how
It
cool
keeps
it
you
is.
cool as a cucumber. It's kind of a big deal. Watch droplets of water disappear into the back of this headband. Your skin stays dry all day. You feel cool. Instantly, you will have better performance, more endurance, and think more clearly and not perspire through a puddle of sweat, getting wetter, hotter, and fatigued. Focus better without sweat in your eyes. Identify your employees. Help your customers improve output. When sweat touches the inside of the sweatband, our patented fiber propels the sweat to the next wicking layer. Heat or breeze causes evaporative cooling. The expansion of droplets is normally caused by heat, like making steam from water. Now the less dense droplets need heat, and it's pulled from your skin. Dry skin allows your body to release heat easier. The large HIVUS imprint allows you to include your logo or event. This is an inexpensive, easy to distribute, and practical alternative to t-shirts. By the way, it's chemical-free, odor-free, reusable, and made in the USA. Great idea for employees, construction, gyms, runs, walks, and sports.
This is another instance of a high quality product that if you went out to sell someone headbands, they'll say, well, I can get them cheaper. You can say, well, do they wick the moisture away? They're going to say, well, I don't know. But information like this to say what this product does is the way you set yourself away from cheap sellers. If you'd like to have a Pickleband sample, it's jesse.lovejoy@adcapital.com. Lance Dunn owns this company, and they do an absolutely great job. They have those reflective vests, they have canvas bags, they have everything cloth related, and it's all made in North Carolina. So if you want to expand your Facebook reach, how about this? What I do is I use my Facebook account to find new customers. And one of the ways I do that is I call on realtors. I've talked about this in the webinars before about going to realtor open houses before the realtor is there and leaving a mat sample and a note at the front door. You can also leave bottled water with a note at the front door. The realtor, when they come to the open house, they have to pick it up when they go in the open house. What I would do is leave that on the front porch. Then I would go by the open house about 15 minutes before it's over and introduce myself to the realtor. The reason being is I'm looking for more Facebook contacts, and here's what I do.
I use social media to create orders, just like you should be doing. And one of the ways that I do that is I encourage people to like me or to send me friend requests on Facebook. So if I was to be out one day and leave my materials for the realtors, or let's say the mats or the water, when I drop by to see the realtor before they leave the open house, I'll get their card. If they have a really large firm they work for, as soon as I get back to my house, I will go to the website of that real estate office and I will write down all of the names of the realtors that work for that one company. And then I will turn around and send them Facebook requests to see if I can get them to confirm my request. And if they do that, then I'll have another good prospect to send my social media blast and information to. Realtors need contacts. They're more likely to confirm friend requests than other people because they don't want to make anybody mad, and they like to be friends with people who will spread the word about them. So use Facebook to create new friends and likes. It'll increase your coverage when you do LinkedIn Blast or when you use Greg at Promo Social to send out your social media for you. Thanks.
Now, I would like to talk to you about my friend Greg Blumstein. He is a distributor just like you. I'm going to tell you his bio in a minute, but he does a 3 times a week published newsletter to Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. He creates these newsletters with your logo on it. There's my logo at the top with the taglines I have entered on each side of my logo. This is sent by him. I provide him with my email addresses. He doesn't steal my accounts. I trust him. And he sends out my social media on my behalf. Different theme each week. This is customized with your logo. And Greg will even give you a free month for free if you contact him. Now, here is Greg. I just can't say enough good about him. He is a distributor that decided he would get out here and do some training like I am. So he's not out to steal your customers or whatever. He knows how to create newsletters. He knows how to send them out. And by doing this effectively, he will be able to keep you in front of customers that when they need to buy something, they remember and they contact you. So you can try this for 1 month for free. Greg at promosocialpost.com. He will do the right thing by you. It is a great service because you should be out calling on people, finding customers, and let Greg be the one that does your social media for you. And we were talking about realtors. I find these social media contacts, besides making calls or doing the open houses with realtors, by reading local publications. D Magazine did a whole thing on dentists, pictures of every dentist in Dallas and Fort Worth. But here's a picture of a magazine, their cover when they featured realtors. I went in and got all this realtor information, went to those websites, and I would send friend requests to 50 realtors at one of these big accounts, and I guarantee you half of them will accept your friend request because they want those referrals. Now here's a perfect social media posting. You can go on Edwards' site. I love Edwards. You can create your own catalogs like I've done here on the right. I've also been able to add the tagline that says, "Look inside, you will love the selections." There is my business card ever. I make that in a little capsulated text or email, and I send that out with social media. I am creating my own custom catalogs at the Edwards site, and I can also crop out these great professional product images that Edwards includes. A lot of suppliers don't have good images. Now here's my friend Brett Guerin from Edwards, and he's going to tell you about their shirts because their shirts are the best in the industry. And we're talking about selling quality as opposed to selling junk. And Edwards
Hello, my name is Brett Guerin.
great supplier.
I'm with Edwards Garment. Today I'm going to be talking about our Style 1580 flat knit polo. It's new to our polo features. It's a great piece. We've had tremendous success selling it, and it's an industry popular piece. This particular garment has a nice ottoman collar. It has an extra inch of fabric on it. So compared to other industry flat knit polos, this one by far stands out as one of the best. It comes in 6 colors, men's and women's. Men's sizing is small through 6XL. Women's sizing is double extra small through 3XL. And the price is $10.95. This is a great piece, and we certainly recommend it for trade show use, corporate use, as well as uniform apparel. It's a great home wash and wear piece as well. And for more information, please reach out to an Edwards Garment, and we'd be more than happy to send you a sample. Thanks again, and please visit our website, www.edwardsgarment.com.
Greg, Brett is a great friend of mine, and I cannot say enough good things about Edwards. And get ready with your phone because I'm going to come up here in a little bit with those free sample offers from Edwards. Now, I sell a lot of online release programs. Once you get these set up, your profits will go up because you don't have to do anything. ID Line will create a URL for you, and if you sell event tags, if you sell name badges, whatever you do, you pay for those products up front. They put them in an inventory stocking program. ID Line creates a URL. Your customer goes to that URL. If they need 2 event badges, they need 1 name badge, they fill out the information. It goes directly to ID Line. ID Line picks the product, sends it directly to them. So if you want to increase your profit, you don't have to do anything after you make the sale. It's a great way to create reorders and to save time. There's Lindsay Bonds. Again, you can email her, lbonds@idline.com. She'll be happy to tell you all about this. Now, here is our Edwards sample offer again. Here's the one for the free sweater. If you get your phone out and you want to scan that QR code, Edwards will send you a free sweater. That would be Greg Guerin, who you saw, who would be doing that. Here's a free polo sample, the one that he talked about in his video. You can scan that, and then you can get a free polo sample. And they have a free woven. I believe that would be for men's or women's. There's several styles on those. You can scan that QR code, and you will be able to get a sample of those products. This is an absolutely terrific offer. When you sell upscale clothing products, you're elevating yourself above low-cost, cheap sellers. You don't want that market. You want people who want quality products and not junk. Just like in the electronics business, distributors email me all the time, and they've bought some exploding power banks. They bought wireless speakers that don't work, but SunJoy is not that way. If they ever had a problem with a product, they will gladly replace it and get right on it. They are not excuse makers. Remember, I talked to you about handling problems right up front and not making an excuse. SunJoy does not do that. They will offer you, I've got 4 different sample offers here from SunJoy. I have got power bank, wireless speaker, a wireless charger, and I've got earbuds. And I've tried those earbuds. They work pretty good. You can send your shipper number to SunJoy, harrison@sunjoy.us, and he will send you whichever samples you want. And there is that great $50 off an order coupon from SunJoy. So email Harrison, he'll send you a sample. They will always try and do the right thing by you. I've talked about Bensel on that marketing program, on the mail out program. Carla Madlock is who I deal with at Bensel. She does a great job. Here are 4 sample offers: a lighted USB sample, chewing gum. I know gum is back, and they have great gum, sugar-free and regular. Or this is sugar-free gum. They have Smash Light. That little light, you punch that thing, it is the brightest light I've ever seen in the world. And those magnetic clips, you can get all 4 samples. All you've got to do is email cmadlock@bensel.com. Tell her that Don Sanders said you will send me these samples, and she will get them right out for you with no excuses. Now, you need to stop having your orders stolen by knowing poundage. Do you know how many pounds chairs will hold? Well, a lot of distributors will go, well, I don't have any idea. 70% of distributors have no clue how to stop losing orders. They don't know how to answer objections like bottled water. Well, it might be cheaper. Well, it was sewer water. Well, a mug is cheaper. Well, you know, that's a cheap mug. The handle will break off. This is the way you stop cheap sellers. And this is a little show, about 40 seconds here, on a chair from Southern Press that will hold 500 pounds. These chairs are good quality. That music was very dramatic. I like that. It was almost like from a Ben-Hur movie. I think they're trying to show you that their chair is really good. Order entry at southernplus.com if you would like to learn how to get a sample of a chair that will hold 500 pounds. Remember, ask customers about how many pounds do you want your chair to hold? They'll say, well, how many do they hold? And you'll say, well, some of them will break at 250 pounds. How much do you want yours to hold? Well, I guarantee you they're not going to sell, I want a breakable one. They're going to say, I want a good quality one, and you can get that from Southern Plus. Now, we all lose contacts from time to time. Some people move on. Sometimes that will just upset the heck out of me. But 90% of the time when I've lost contacts, I've been able to hold the customer I have, and then I've been able to get a new customer by following my old customer to their new job. There's a little explanation of how you should contact the former client. Find out as much as you can about the person who's taken their place. After you've found that out, do some spec samples or some actual samples. Go and introduce yourself to the new person, and tell them about the good work you've done with their company in the past. I try and look at job changes as being good. I'm looking at finding a new customer because I'm going to do everything I can to keep the customer that I formerly had by doing well with the new contact. And Showdown, I talked to you about Showdown with their special offer I had. They have an unbranded virtual showroom that you can go to. You can send a link to your customers, and it will show them everything Showdown has in a virtual sample, in a virtual showroom setting. This is so cool. You can find that at showdowndisplays.com. Now here's Greg again. I talked to him about social media, but he does little videos. These are not free, but he can make a video for you on your company showing exactly what you do. So when people ask you, what do? Do you say, I'm a promo salesperson, I'm a distributor, I'm a marketer, I'm an influencer, I'm a swag guru? Well, what am I? Well, Greg can show people exactly what you are. That's fast and quick. It started with my logo. It ends with my logo. Email Greg at promosocialpost.com. Say, Sanders told me you could help me with this, and look at what he's got. It is a great little video that he can customize for you that will show people exactly what you do. Now, I find great customers by finding people that have shared interests with me. I love animals. I love dogs. I belong to the SPCA. Here is a darling dog born with deformed front feet. And instead of killing this dog, they raised the money and made a little trolley for him to drive around in. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Who ended up adopting this puppy? A CEO, a marketing director, company owner, or a good person? What if you had been the dog fosterer for this little dog, and then he was adopted by someone, and then you met to provide him with a dog? When you'd meet him at the SPCA, you would meet a good person who might be the owner of a big company. Regardless of that, you've done the right thing by doing volunteer work. And here's my little volunteer work show.
The most effective way to do that is by doing volunteer work. I meet more customers in volunteer work than any other form of networking, because we're all looking to do business with ourselves. And I'm going to find the people that have the same values and understanding of quality and price by doing volunteer work. Stop making cold calls. Get out and do volunteer work, and you'll meet more customers than ever imagined. Thanks.
I'm not kidding about that. I've gotten more good customers by doing volunteer work because I meet people in a personal setting, and I can just say, well, what do you do? Well, I own a plumbing company. Well, hey, I sell promotional products. Can I come call on you? they're going to have a hard time turning you down. This is how I find like-minded customers. And on the screen right now is a great screen or a free die or PMS match from Trainer. Remember, they were in Syracuse, Indiana, with great customer service. Now, work elections, that creates solid relationships. I am so tired of seeing election signs in my neighborhood. It just goes on and on and on. So I try and benefit from this by working political elections or elections. I meet like-minded customers or people at these things, and I'll say, hey, you know what? Who are you buying your promo items from? Well, I'm buying from so-and-so. And I'll say, well, I wonder who they're going to vote for in that Senate race. And they'll look at me and go, oh, are you kidding me? You trying to get my business because you're like me? And I'll go, yeah, I am. I meet more good customers doing political fundraisers than I do is for my volunteer work. And you can get political mats from Logo Mats. There's a 5% off an order coupon, M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com. If you'd like to have a political map, you can even have these personalized with your name on them. Like the Jeffersons, they love Genevieve Collins for Congress. Well, you can sell these as personalized mats. This is a great fundraiser for politicians, but it's also a great way to meet people by selling mats to the election market. Now, here's something that I want to tell you. I act like I know what I'm doing here, but I am telling you, sometimes I have messed up the biggest deals I could have ever had. That name badge right there on the screen, I did the name badges for the Dallas Zoo Volunteer Program. ID-Line did that badge for me. I did thousands of these. I did all the volunteer programs for the zoo. I did awards for their fundraisers. I did a lot of work with the Dallas Zoo. But you know what? I went out there for 11 years and I never noticed who they bought their uniforms from. I was dumb. The Dallas Zoo buys uniforms for volunteers, tour guides, exhibit directors, handlers, food cart staff, restaurant employees. I just never even asked who buys those uniforms. How many orders did I lose by not being more aggressive and asking my contacts, well, who does a volunteer program? I never even thought about it till I started working with Edwards. B. Guerin at edwardsgarment.com. If you will email Brett, you saw him before, he will do a little 20-minute show with you or 20-minute presentation and show you how not to lose business like I do. I'm just telling you. I think I know what I'm doing with this, but I don't know how many orders I missed by not offering different uniform programs. And people ask me, Don, where do I go meet buyers? Well, I visit food trucks. I go and the food trucks are always, the owner is always in the food truck taking orders, doing cooking. So I visit food trucks. Usually the person that takes my order is the person that's the buyer. If I was there, I would just chat them up, give them my card and say, would it be all right if I come by when you're not busy, busy time and talk to you about food packaging, color changing cups from Trainer. This is a great thing for food trucks. Napkins and those folding chairs I talked to you about Southern Plus. A food truck would drive up. How about putting a couple of mats in front of the food truck from Logo Mats, setting up 3 chairs and having a little eating area in front of your truck. All items supplied by you. There's that free die charge from Trainer. You can get a chair sample. Order entry at southernplus.com or Jamie H at trainergraphics.com. She can send you color changing cup samples, food packaging, napkins. You want to meet decision makers? Call on food trucks. Now find 50% profit buyers by showing prospects how to save money. If you teach your customers how to do customer retention programs, but also talk to them about mat rentals. You go call them somebody about mats, they say, oh, I rent them. Well, mat rental programs are $40 or $50 a month, 12 months. That's what, $500, $600 a year. You can buy a high-grade Logo Mats mat for $300, $350. It'll last for 2 to 3 years. Show your customers that you can save them money by selling them mats and getting them off those mat rental deals. Mat rental companies don't clean these mats. They don't replace them. They're just messy. Mat rentals are a bad deal. Talk to your customers about mats and how you can save them money. Then they'll let you make that 50% on them. Trade out products or services. I talk about vets again because I love animals. I trade out with my vet. I traded out with my vet for 15 years when my older dogs were alive. Betty and Gracie died. I didn't have anything else to trade out. I traded my products for their services, but I kept the customer as a full paying customer. Vet business is better than ever. Get pet mat samples, do a trade out with your vet. Here's a reflective dog bandana. Remember I talked to you about Ad Capital and the sweatbands? Get a reflective dog bandana from jesse.lovejoy@adcapital.com. These show up in the dark. It's a great item to show to vets along with mats. Now we're almost finished with the webinar, and then I'm going to give you the email addresses for all these people. But bear with me. We could just have a couple of more minutes here. But here's John from Apogee again.
Happy to hear that you guys are feeling confident about selling recognition. Go out there into your marketplace. Make sure you're contacting all your clients, asking them the right questions. Say something like, tell me about the award programs that you're doing that you love. They'll give you all kinds of reasons why they're looking for new awards. Recognition is a very profitable category, but it can also be very fun. We want to take all the work out of it for you so you can just go out there and sell. Thanks again, everybody. See you later, Don.
Please get a hold of John. There's his card, his email, and there's these great offers for Apogee. I'm not going to push Apogee anymore. I feel bad about talking about them so much. I just think that they're just a great company. If you need one-day service, you can get it from Snugs. Remember, they had the can holder, that expandable can holders. Snugs has about 300 products on a one-day service. They don't make excuses. So if you need a rush order, you need it done right, Snugs is fully integrated now with their move in Utah and getting all of their companies up there. Snugs is just great, and they have a Zip It program for one-day delivery. So you need fast orders, you can get it from Snugs. Now stay away from bid out suppliers. On this water, I'm talking to you about water. In the bottled water industry, several suppliers bid out the bottle, the water, the label, and the shipping. You don't want to sell bottled water from a company that bids out different products of the order. They lose control of the order. Here's a skip a column pricing coupon from Alexis Springs. There's Brian at alexissprings.com. And Alexis Springs never bids out orders. Many other suppliers in the industry do this. These huge, big suppliers sometimes don't even make these products. They will bid out the boxing, they will bid out the imprinting. So this is just not in the bottled water business. Ask big suppliers, where are your orders coming from? Are you bidding my orders out? The reason this bothers me is I don't want to bid out supplier. I want the supplier doing every aspect of the order so they can keep control of it. And here's another way to keep in the water, to increase profits by being truthful. I'm sorry I'm going on to this so much, but you'll have people that'll come along and they'll try and sell a customer a metal bottle, an aluminum bottle. Well, is that better for the environment than plastic? No, it's not. It takes more energy to produce an aluminum bottle than it does a plastic bottle. Look at both those containers. Notice the word purified. Aquafina, owned by Coca-Cola, and Pure Life, they're selling purified water. This is not spring water. So if you get in an issue where somebody is saying, oh, well, bottle, that's a disposable bottle, it's not good for the environment. Well, Alexis Springs makes their own bottles at Mount Ida, so the bottles don't have to be shipped like they do for companies that bid out orders. They make the bottles at Mount Ida. They don't have to ship them in. They package the water, or they put the water in the bottles and the label. So don't be fooled by people that are showing you stuff that's not true. Pure Life water is not better than Alexis Springs water, and plastic is easier to dispose of than metal. And no promo product explains itself so easy. Bottle filled with sewer water. I'm tired of talking about this. So sell water where you visit, aquariums, sell water where you bank, Sell water where you've got. Tell prospects what they are buying and you will do well. Now, never bid on orders. Stop bidding on low profit orders. Don't be the cheap alternative. Don't be this old shady motel on the back road. Distributors waste too much time searching for products and working on large bid products that are 10, 12% order profits. If you get slow paid on that, you make no money. Don't bid on big government contracts. You'll make no money ever. Here's a free coupon from Berlecamp, great supplier, and my friend Greg at Promo Social Post, marketing agency for distributor, free first month of service. Cannot say enough good things about him. Now, recovered markets are back. Showdown is great at that. You should be selling trade show booths to different markets, networking events, tailgating, trade shows. They're all back. You can get Showdown sales flyers from info at showdowndisplays.com. They have roll up and tear drop flags, stand up displays. And here's a special offer I've got on tents from Showdown, where I think you get fifth column pricing. I believe what that is, it'll show directly on the Showdown display. But start selling recovering markets now. And I believe this is our last slide before we get to the end. Logomats does virtuals. Now, here is a deal where I took 5 of my customers, Best Motor Court, Macho, Cook Realtors, Grand Bank, Castle Creek Manor. I did virtuals for these 5 customers. I ended up selling 4 of them. Logomats was more than happy to do these virtuals for me, and here is a little 40-second
Hey everybody,
logo
I'm Miles at Logomats.
and here's Miles at Logomats to introduce you.
Super Scrape Impressions is our most popular outdoor logo mat. Digital printing on an all-rubber mat makes this the perfect branding element right outside the door. Super Scrape Impressions mats are tough with circular surface cleats for scraping and traction. They are UV chemical and oil resistant and easy to clean. They are meant for use in high traffic outdoor areas, and as always at Logomats, we have no setup or art fees and also a 5-day standard production time. For more information, contact us at sales@logomatsllc.com.
All these suppliers I've talked to you about, they're all top line, and like you can go to logomatsllc.com, it'll show you all the standard art that they have. And so if you're trying to sell a realtor and you want to sell a realtor different examples of realtor mats, you can clip the art off their site and send it to your prospects. And they'll also do the virtuals for you in a really, really fast manner. Now, here are all the webinar provider contacts for everyone I've talked about today. I believe all these are accurate. The pickleball sweatband from Jessie.Lovejoy, you can get, she will send you that, and the reflective dog bandana, which is so cool. There's the Bensel samples email, Logomats, ID line. They'll send you a really beautiful sample kit. Brett Guerin will do that little presentation on uniforms. There's Trainer. Harvey at Gympire. Harvey will send you a beautiful little kit on different golf products. There's the adjustable drink holder sample email from Snugs if you'd like to have that. Quickie, my American-made supplier, they will send you luggage tag, key tag samples. The shoe charms from Berlecamp. Then there's Alexa Springs. Those nice sample offers, I think, for customer retention and thank you gifts. D. Keelman and American Made Cutlery. There's your free social media. Contact Greg at Promo Social Post. He's also down there doing the custom video. If you email him, you got nothing to lose on this. He'll send you a demo. If you want those earbuds or those electronic samples, Harrison at sunjoy.us, and there's Jessie.Lovejoy at Ad Capital again down at the bottom. I can't say enough good about these suppliers. Take advantage of them. Email them. Say you talk to me. You'd like to know what they can do. If you'd like to have the webinar replay, if you'll email me, it's Don at sellpromoproducts.com. It'll take me about a couple hours for the download on GoToMeeting. If you would like to have the replay, just send me an email and I'll send it to you as quickly as I can get it downloaded. And all I can say is I want to thank you for putting up with me today. I'm earnest at this, and I try and provide good content for you that is stuff I've done. I don't copy this stuff. I've done well in this industry, and I've done it because I've done the right thing with my customers. But one of the main things that I've been able to always do is I buy from the right suppliers. Like if I ever had a problem with an award, I know that John Gotchi would help me with it. Same with Harvey at Gempire, Trainer. If I ever have a problem or I need, a quick virtual or I need something, because I know these people have developed relationships with them, they will always help me. And so I just want to impress on you that I'm here to help you. And I love doing these, and I really am flattered that you put up with me. And next month, we'll have another webinar, and I'll be sending y'all an invite. And I'm going to leave this screen up here for a few seconds so you can copy the email addresses down. And I really hope you have a great day, and I've enjoyed speaking with you. Thanks.